Isabel, and I work for Latinos in Social Media. Latinos in Social Media is a new startup. It's a 501c3 nonprofit that is focusing on trying to lift up the voice of the Latinos that exist in the field of social media and continue to build that robust pipeline. In addition, so that's one part of the vision. The other part of the vision is there are lots of organizations out there, nonprofits, as well as companies, as well as governments, candidates that are actually looking to engage the growing Latino community. And so our vision is also to help them figure out how through social media, through new media, through technology, they can really engage the Latino community. The panelists that we have up here have already done an amazing job of doing this, both nationally and locally. There's some phenomenal experts with different kinds of experience in technology. And it's funny because when we were doing, we did a little intro call a couple days ago, and I said, you're all such amazing leaders in technology, and I was corrected, and I was told, no, technology is the tool through which they're now doing their work, but it's really just, it's a tool in another iteration. But what's interesting in this panel and what we want to talk about is from their vantage points and the work that each of these panelists do, how are people using technology, using social media, using cell phones, using different kinds of technology to engage the Latino community and to really make sure that we're represented, that in the census we'll actually be counted. So that's the conversation we want to have today. The conversation will be a panel. Each of them is going to present for about 3 minutes. And after they present, I'm going to ask them a question or two. And then we'll go out to the audience for a couple of questions. And then we're going to do a salsa social. So how many of you in the audience already know how to salsa? Lift your hands. Okay, so we're going to be teaching a lot of people how to salsa. And those of you that lifted your hands, you might be recruited as teachers, just so you know. So we wanted to mix it up. Our community, we like to play hard and work hard. And so that's our objective here today. We want to have a chance to talk about some really important issues for our community. And then we want to have a chance to enjoy together. We have some food back there. We have some drinks, some homemade sangria, some non-alcoholic beverages, and so for you guys to enjoy. So we'll clear out all the chairs, and you guys will be able to dance if you want. And if you don't want to dance and you just want to network, meet people and talk, that's cool too. So the event will run probably roughly till 9 p.m. So I will start asking us to move on to our next party or our next destination approximately at that time, knowing that it might take us a couple minutes to wrap up conversations and things of the sort. So I just wanted to give plenty of context so we all know, what we have in store for the next couple of hours today. And thank you all for coming out. It's really a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. I want to acknowledge South by Southwest and the Carver Museum. South by Southwest has been really supportive. I came to them this year and said, Blacks in Technology have done an amazing job over the course of the last 5 years trying to bring more Blacks into South by Southwest and gain more visibility and more exposure. And there's been a huge growth in the number of folks from that community that have been engaged in South by Southwest as a result. So we've really seen some very specific, tangible results that came from that work. So I said, let's do something similar with the Latino community. Because we're in Texas, we've got lots of Latinos in Texas, right? So at South by Southwest, we should be seeing lots of Latinos participating on panels, participating in the audience. And so we said, we want to be a part of that solution and help to create that transformation. The one statistic that hits me so hard is when 1 out of every 4 kids in the U.S. born today is Latino, maybe part Latino, maybe Afro-Latino, maybe mother Latina, father white, but Latino in some way. With that happening, our community needs to be at the table and represented and engaged. And South by Southwest was awesome. They stepped up and they agreed. And they said, yeah, that's the case. And so they supported us in doing this first event here at the Carver Center. We were at the Carver Museum, my apologies. We wanted to be at the Carver also because we know this is such an important cultural museum. And we really are honored that the Carver is letting us have this event here. One of the reasons that we did it here is because of the issue of Black-Brown solidarity. So you might ask, well, why did you do it at the Carver and you didn't do it at the Mexican American Museum or, at a Hispanic kind of center or something like that? And we thought, it would be really cool to, by us being here, show that solidarity and show that kind of the black-brown conversation in that support as well, as folks, you know, who are growing demographically together in numbers. So that's a little bit of the context. So I'll step back now, and I want to introduce again these wonderful, amazing panelists.